we have an update on Songbird. The Songbird token is being released. We're gonna hit that up in this video. If you guys like this kind of content, consider smacking that subscribe button and smack that like button so you can stay up to date on the latest in the crypto space. Heading over, guys, this is Flare.xyz, Flare Networks, guys. They're launching the Songbird token first as a canary network, and then they'll be releasing the Flare Network tokens that we've been waiting so long for. This is putting Songbird in flight. Songbird has now launched, and the Songbird token has been distributed to all addresses. Before we get into this article with some major updates, I just want to have some friendly reminders for Becky in the back. As we can see, guys, the Songbird token is having, for every 1 XRP you had, you'll be getting 0.155 Songbird, which we can see right here on this lovely chart. The exchanges that are participating as of right now, updated on September 9th, is CoinSpot, Bitrue, ZB.com, XMO, Bitso, and Altcoin Trader, with these exchanges right here, including Binance, Kraken, and Uphold, are all considering it. Keep in mind, getting my face out of here, the estimated drop was September, October, but like we said, we have more details. We'll get into that later in the video. Friendly reminder for this entire airdrop. Remember this, the Spark snapshot, Flare Network / Spark snapshot was a worldwide event back on December 12th, 2021 at 00 GMT. Keep in mind, if you're in New York, it was December 11th at 7 p.m. And if you were in California, it was December 11th at 4 p.m. So please keep that in mind regarding to if you're eligible for the snapshot. Now back to the good old article right here. We're going to dive deep into this, so get ready for that. We did just say Songbird has now launched and the SGB token has been distributed to all addresses. Scrolling down, says this document briefly describes the path that the network will take over the coming weeks and months. So first up is observation mode. It says the Songbird is currently in what we term observation mode. The FTSO contracts will be deployed during this observation mode and the FTSO system will commence. Observation mode is intended to allow exchanges, FTSO data providers, and developers to deploy on the network in a safe manner. During this period, the network may be rolled back and / or redeployed from Genesis. So guys, this is just so everything can be successful. It seems like they're still in the beta. It's not going to be official. We'll get to the details a little bit down further, but guys, they're going to be able to roll this back until everything's actually out of this observation mode. I think this is good. Guys, we want the Flare network to launch successfully, and by having a canary network, which is the Songbird token, and they want to also launch the Songbird token successfully, they don't want to have to redo it. That's why they're starting off in the observation mode. Continuing on down, guys. If you want to participate in the node peering, check that link out. And like they said, guys, they have all the rights to roll back, take down, whatever, restart, whatever they have to do until it's officially launched. And that's why they're strongly advising exchanges not to making the Songbird token available for sale or purchase during this time. So during the observation mode, the token will not be for sale, or they can't say that it can't, but they're strongly discouraging it from being for sale. It says if the network and Flare FTSO smart contracts prove stable, then observation mode will end at 1400 GMT on September 27th, 2021. So up next, the next mode is state connector testing mode. Once Songbird progresses past the observation mode, Flare will not be able to unilaterally roll back or restart the network. Keep that in mind, guys. Once they launch the state connector mode, they are no longer allowed to roll it back or restart the network. During the state connector testing mode, nodes are still required to be whitelisted as per the form above, which that form was right here. Scrolling back down, the state connector will not immediately be deployed post the 27th of September. It will first undergo further testing on the Costin, and then it'll be enabled for testing on Songbird. This will test both the state connector code and the operation of the state connector incentives. This may lead to changes in the state connector and the way in which validated power is planned to be apportioned to validators that win state connectors proofs. The existing plans are here. You can check them out in the Flare docs. We're not going to hit that up in this video, but if you want to, you can check them out there if you care so much. It says during this period, we may or may not deploy the F asset contracts to start testing. Guys, this is the juicy stuff where the money can be made. those F assets. I'm super excited for Flare to launch, guys. I just cannot wait. Up next is the unrestricted mode. It says once the state connector system and related validator selection algorithm has been fully tested, the necessity to whitelist nodes will be removed. Songbird will then operate at the beast of the validators and previously specified token-derived governance functions, the latter of which is mediated through the Flare Foundation. Testing of the F asset contracts, if already started, will continue. If not started, will start during this period and will, when deemed robust, become a core protocol of Songbird. This means there may be halts and or changes to the F asset system during this testing period. After sufficient testing of the F asset contracts, Flare will be launched. You guys hear that? Flare will be launched, and Songbird will become the testing ground for the governance-based changes to Flare. Songbird may diverge from this role at its own will through Songbird token governance. Guys, Songbird is the canary network for the Flare network. It's basically the testing network. So we want Songbird to do well, because guess what? The sooner Songbird does very well, it launches successfully, F assets are good to go, the sooner the Flare network will launch, the sooner we get our Flare tokens. So further information, guys, cool, they got all their links down here, guys, all that great stuff. But what I thought was interesting though, is they're claiming that they're going to be launching how to access them through MetaMask and all that great stuff, which I made a video September 14th about that, went over the whole details because they actually have the information here on their docs.flare.network site, which you can see the costs and you can see the state connector miners and validators. You can see what we just mentioned. All those other links are right there, right here on the screen. So it's cool. We already went over this right here. So just want to keep that in mind. It's kind of weird how they're saying they're going to be posting stuff when it's already out there. So maybe they're going to be changing this. I personally have not plugged this stuff in simply because I saw in the tweeters that they said they're going to be posting an update of how to access it. So interesting. Maybe they have to make it like a couple little tweaks here. We'll see what's going to happen, guys. I'm definitely pumped for these Songbird tokens. Once again, friendly reminder, you're going to get for every 1 XRP you had at Snapshot, which was back in December 2020, you'll be getting 0.1511 of these Songbird tokens. Pretty cool to see, and it's 100% distribution at the event. We know the Flare network, you get 15% initially, and then we'll be getting so much for the next 2 to 3 years per month. So it's definitely exciting to see. What do you guys think of this? Are you guys excited to see that putting Songbird in flight? It's actually going to be launching soon. I know it's really like they're saying it's out now, but in my terms, it's not really out until the 27th. And where was that at? Right down here until 1400 GMT on the 27th of September, which, I mean, today is what? It is 9/16. So that's pretty cool to see, you guys. We have about 10 days to go. Hopefully everything goes successful in those 10 days, because of course if there's delays, that means there's going to be a delay for the Flare network launch as well. So just keep that in mind. And we've already had delays. It's already been disappointing. I know, but we want them to be successful. Well, we want everything to go well. So I'm just putting out there good vibes for all the people out there at the Flare networks. Hopefully it goes well. We get our Songbird tokens. We can start messing around with the F assets, making some good bucks, and go from there. So of course, guys, that's all I got for today, guys. If you guys like the content, smack that like button. If you guys are new here, consider smacking the subscribe button. Are you guys super excited for the Flare network, or are you guys over it? You guys done? You're like, you know what, this is enough. You're taking too much time and I'm getting disappointed. Or you guys are like, you know what, I'm gonna hang tight. We're gonna see what happens. I don't know about you guys, I'm pretty excited. I cannot wait to see this. Guys, they're claiming they're gonna be competition with Ethereum, so we'll see what happens there. Of course, guys, though, I'll catch you guys in the next one. So until then, guys, make sure you smack the subscribe if you're new, smack those likes, and best wishes to the Flare network. Let me know your comments about the airdrop down below.